Can Arsenal win the league? Will Arsenal win the league?
Can I just say something, though, Gal? One sec before you say it. Because, like I said, I mentioned we were 17 goals behind them. If we can get someone that brings another 15...
Right, I'm happy with 15.
Saka, but then you're saying no one else is going to score.
Righty, no Arsenal.
Righty,
no Arsenal player scored 10 goals last season in the Premier League.
Yeah, well,
and I think
I
think Zubimendi coming in will release Rice, which means he could score 12.
Yeah,
13. He could easily score 12.
Saka can easily score 12 as well.
You love Rice. You love Rice high up the pitch.
I love Rice.
He has to play higher up the pitch.
Love Rice.
And Mikel Arteta knows that.
What did you say?
Or else he wouldn't sign Zubimendi.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You'll see it with Zubimendi when he comes in and takes the ball off the back.
We've already seen it.
You'll see Rice move forward into a position where he needs to be.
We've already seen it.
Anyway, will Arsenal win the league?
What do you say?
No, I don't.
Will Arsenal win the league?
I don't think it will.
No, not forget want. Will Arsenal win the league this season?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going with Arsenal.
Are you going for Arsenal?
Yeah.
And it's obviously...
The only thing, I go back to Liverpool. Liverpool on a bad day will still score 2 goals every game.
Yeah.
Even when Liverpool are off,
yeah.
you always think Liverpool will score 3. How many times, even the Charter Shield weekend, you might go, Liverpool are getting... They still score 2 goals. They score 2 goals every game.
So
when you're scoring 2 goals on average a game or more, then that's hard to stop.
As good as a key, I'd still fancy...
But I just think, with all the new players come in, last year was different. I know... So if you play for Liverpool, you expect pressure.
You saying Arsenal are going to win the league?
I'm going
with Arsenal, yeah, of course I am. We finished second 3 times, bro. And why should I go somewhere else?
I've predicted them last 3 years. So
Did
I'm
you
not
predict
arguing
it?
with you.
Stop predicting us. You're a jinx. Stop it, girl. We're coming second. But I think that we've added...
Arsenal, you said Liverpool before.
No.
Right, last season, 3 problems.
Just 3.
Injuries to Saka and Havertz obviously caused big problems. That's keep the players fit. But you had a problem in midfield where you got Zubimendi come in, and you had a problem up top with out of presence really, and Gyokeres has come in. Does that give them the difference to win the league?
I hope so. I think so, because then, we've added to a team that I think they finished second 3 times now, and we've added goals to it now. Zubimendi, especially with that mid block, what we can't break. Zubimendi, the way I'm playing, watching how he plays, he can break through there. We've got Gyokeres, who can score a goal. But when you look at the fact that, 17 goals, what was it, Liverpool? 17 goals, we were behind them the season before, 7 against City. But defensively, we're brilliant, against both of those teams. So if we can sort that out, and this mid-block, then I'm going to go for Arsenal again. Of course I am, because to
win the league, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't I?
They're stable, Arsenal, aren't they? They're quite dependable, and you think about them players coming in that they were voids last season.
What's good about as well is the renewals. Saka, good form now. He's probably going to renew. You've got Gabriel, Maguire, Ethan. For Berta to come in, Berta's unbelievable as well. When you meet him, he's done unbelievable business.
I said he get deals done, didn't I?
You did? Yeah, you did. I didn't believe it, but he's done the deals. He's got it done.
Do you think there was a little bit of hesitation from Mikel around Gyokeres in terms of you almost get a feeling that he's got him, and I think it's great, and I think he'll do a real good job for it. But you got the feeling that he maybe didn't quite. Something,
everybody looks at his journey up to this point and the levels and stuff like that. I think that Mikel, if you're a manager, and I don't know how many windows it is that we ain't signed a striker for, Jane, but you're going to have some apprehension about what you're thinking and what's going to happen, because obviously Sesko was in the mix as well, whether he was going to come or not. But I'm not fussed about how Mikel felt about him. Now, in fact, I'm glad that he's there. Because when you listen to Gyokeres and you listen, even Mark Robbins talking about every time he trained, what he saw from him was somebody that looked like he's in a hurry. I need to get this done. And when you look at his career with all the teams he's been with, everyone he's gone to, he's done it. He's got to that next place and scored the goals and done what he needs to do.
He's really hungry, shouldn't he?
But I think he is hungry, and he's come to the place right now where we need him.
Yeah.
He looks very calm. So hopefully he can be the one, because I think whether Mikel want him or not, I think that his attitude and his determination to want to do it is exactly what we need now.
I think Gyokeres, he's almost had a little bit of criticism for his journey, as if how can he be that good? Yeah. Because he was at Coventry and then Sport Lisbon is the league. When actually I think the flip side of that should be champions. That's for me, that's amazing.
He's gone around the houses,
and it's almost like for everybody else, young players in the EFL thinking.
Arsenal have made strong move to sign Bradley Barcola. According to French outlet Le Sport, Arsenal are planning to trump Liverpool in the race to sign Paris Saint-Germain winger Bradley Barcola next summer. The Gunners bolstered their attacking department with the signings of Viktor Gyokeres, Eberechi and Noni Madueke last summer, but they could add more firepower in future transfer windows. Arsenal are yearning for a marquee left winger, and La D Sport claimed that the London Giants are very interested in signing Barcola, whose contract with Paris Saint-Germain expires in June 2028. Paris Saint-Germain are prepared to hand a significant salary increase to the 23-year-old to prolong his stay, but as things stand, the attacker has not been convinced to commit his future to the club. This could lead to his potential departure at the end of the campaign. Arsenal are very actively involved in the race for Barcola, but Arsenal have made a strong move to try and persuade the winger, as per Le D Sport. Marquee signing. The Gunners signed a marquee number 10 in Eze last summer. The London Giants likewise strengthened the right wing and striking positions with the acquisitions of Madueke and Gyokeres respectively. There is still room for an elite left winger in the ranks. Leandro Trossard has been tremendous this campaign with 11 goal involvements from just 17 appearances thus far. Gabriel Martinelli has been equally good as a substitute with several key goals. However, Trossard is already 31, and the Gunners could contemplate his sale with his contract expiring in June 2027. Barcola would be a fine addition to the squad. He is in the peak phase of his career and could make the left-wing position his own. Barcola was sensational for the French and European champions last term, with 42 goal contributions in 64 games, and has chipped in with 5 goals and 3 assists in 18 appearances this campaign. He is also dazzled with his counter-attacking pace and dribbling skills. The once Lyon graduate is priced at £61 million by Transfermarkt, but Luis Enrique's side will no doubt demand a much higher fee in the region of £70 to £80 million. Arsenal could be prepared to make such an outlay if they can recoup some funds from Trossard's exit. Arsenal battling Man U for young midfielder. France are desperate to cap amid international tug-of-war. Arsenal are said to be interested in a talented young midfielder who is currently impressing in France. Arsenal are said to be battling a Premier League rival for a talented young midfielder who is impressing in Ligue 1. The Gunners have enjoyed a superb campaign so far, even with the weekend's late defeat to Aston Villa, which saw Arsenal's lead eroded to just 2 points. Arteta's men still look as though they could put together a superb season on all fronts, but it's going to take serious consistency, as Arteta knows all too well from previous campaigns. Arsenal spent big last summer in a bid to set up this big campaign, and it's likely that big spending will lead to a conservative January transfer window. The Gunners have built a hugely talented squad with depth aplenty, but they will be on the lookout for young talent. The North London side cannot keep spending big to procure top talents long-term, and it's likely their spending focus will turn youth-based. Clubs can save big by signing top prospects at a younger age, and that's something Arsenal need to do better at after missed swings on the likes of Albert Sambi Lokonga, Fabio Vieira, and others. One young player Arsenal are now said to like the look of is Lille's talented young midfielder Ayoub Boudad. The 18-year-old has already racked up 47 league appearances for Lille, and he's an 8-time France Under-21s international, playing well ahead of his age group. It's reported that the youngster could get a senior call-up soon as France look to avoid him being capped by Morocco, who he's also eligible to play for. According to Santi Ayouna, Arsenal are battling Manchester United for the young midfielder, and a number of other top European sides are also credited with an interest. Arsenal may find it difficult to convince Boudad to make the move given the level of competition they already have in their midfield, but it will depend on the youngster's ambition and confidence. Boudad is already valued at £26.2 million by Transfermarkt, and it's likely Lille, who tied him down to a contract until 2029 earlier this month, will demand much more than that to sell given his potential. Your next Arsenal read: Arsenal's next 6 PL fixtures compared to Man City and Aston Villa. Arsenal fans are rightly proud that Ethan Noni and Max Dowman, 2 of England's brightest young talents, wear the club's badge. Their performances in limited senior minutes have shown maturity, confidence, and an ability to impact games despite their age. But Arsenal now face a familiar dilemma: how to balance elite-level expectations with the development of exceptional youth prospects. Arsenal's current situation leaves little room for youth minutes. This past summer, the club spent heavily to strengthen an already competitive squad, building depth across every position. With Arsenal pushing for the Premier League title and targeting deep runs in Europe, Arteta is under pressure to prioritize results above all else. In such an environment, opportunities for Noni and Dowman will be scarce. The pathway for young players becomes narrower when every match carries title race consequences. And this is where Arsenal risk repeating past mistakes. The club has seen numerous promising talents emerge at youth level, only to stagnate when their senior opportunities dried up. A 6-month loan could be the best decision. If Arsenal truly want Noni and Dowman to become first-team players in the future, the club may need to take a pragmatic step in January, send both players on loan. A 6-month spell at a club prepared to play them consistently could accelerate their development in a way occasional minutes at the Emirates simply cannot provide right now. Regular senior football, physical battles, tactical demands, and the week-to-week pressure of meaningful games would give them growth opportunities the Arsenal bench simply cannot provide right now. Developing players of their caliber requires courage and long-term thinking, qualities Arsenal must show now, even in the middle of a title race.